Garumba Biggie, and welcome on sacred ground. I begin today's read by acknowledging the traditional custodians on the land of which I'm about to read, which is the Yagara peoples. I pay my respect to their elders, past, present, and certainly emerging, and I extend that respect to you guys, your elders, past, present, and emerging, on sacred ground. Okay, as you can see, guys, out already. I've like, okay, I'll be honest with you. I picked up this deck. Not that I'll ever lie to you, but I picked up this deck, Pagan Tarot, and I started shuffling and channeling the energy from it. And whoa, this gave me really strong twin flame readings. Okay, so let's just go with it. Okay, and what come out, guys, is the Initiate of Swords in the reverse. Now, I don't like an Initiate, never alone a sword in the reverse position in a pagan deck. Now, the reason why I feel strongly led to this pagan deck is because I am actually 5th generation pagan. And I'm also Indigenous Australian. So I have a really strong connection to spirit and to my pagan side. So when I see an Initiate of Swords come out in this particular deck, or in any pagan deck, but in this particular one, right, I spirit tells me straight away, this is a liar, someone who manipulates the truth, which boils down to a liar. Yeah, it's really hard to explain it any other way, but that person spews lies onto you, your twin. I have a really strong feeling. Sorry, I'll just wait for the resident lunatic. Not only on land, but also up in the sky. Yes, I'm surrounded by them. Anyway, thank you, Spirit, for giving me some peace and quiet. Okay, so, now I've lost my train of thought. Sorry, Spirit, what was the message? The initiative, so, yes, in reverse is a lie. Now, I really have, and Spirit has told me that this is a strong twin flame reading. Now, if you don't know what twin flames are, basically, twin flames are like the one soul is split into two. So one genuinely, and I would say 90% of the time is a male and a female counterparts. They're called divine counterparts, right? I'm a twin, and hang on. I know it's a twin flame reading because I'm stuttering. Okay, I've been a twin flame counterpart for 29 or maybe 30 years. It's been a journey, let me tell you. It's been a journey. And without going into too much of my journey, my twin flame journey, like I said, I do these readings for you guys. These are for you, not for me. But sometimes I get messages in your readings as well. Yeah, if that makes sense. But that tells me, just between us, twins, that's a fucking liar. And I'm used to my twin lying to me. I am. It's sad, but I should not get used to that, but I have. But this is what happens in a twin flame. If you can't wrap your head around this, let me try and give you the basics on the energy, right? Imagine yin and yang, right? The female is the yin, the male is the yang, right? But we're still, see the circle? We're still one whole. See, there's one half here and there's one half there. We're all part, like we're one soul, but we're in two different bodies. Does that make sense? So these connections, this type of connection is quite rare on this planet. And if you are a twin, can you please hit that like button so the other people who are out there that aren't twins don't think that I'm fucking batshit crazy, right? So it does exist. These type of connections do exist. And I want to say I wish I could avoid it, but I'm really glad that I have a twin, because they make me look at the dark side of the light force, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay, let's move on with your reading. Whoa. Okay. Thanks, Spirit. Now you've got your Six of Cups up in the upright here. It was in your past. This is coming back home. This is children, things like that. This is family kind of card in the past. Maybe you and your twin had this feeling like you were family, not like brother and sister or anything like that, but you were, you could tell them anything. So we all have that one family member that we tell everything to, you know what I mean? So they're kind of like that family, and you could be childlike with that person as well. And you could just be you, and there was no judgment there. Now, you've got an Elder of Wands here. Wands usually is my communication. I kind of get really strong communication out of the Elder of Wands here. They're quite wise. They're like mastered their emotions. They only speak wise words. This is the present. So this is definitely... See how these two here actually conflict. So you've got the one that lies a lot and the one who's very wise with their words. One's very reckless with their words and one's very wise. The Fool in reverse. Now, normally in a traditional tarot, let's just call it a traditional tarot, the Fool in reverse does not, the Fool in the upright is the risk taker, the one that does not, they're very sure of themselves, and even if they aren't, they don't feel the fear. They do it. Does that make sense? So when this is in reverse, you flip that on the other side, and then you've got this person who is being reckless with it's okay to take risks, but is there a risk assessment happening there? No. Okay, the Initiate of Cups in the upright. Your feminine, divine feminine counterpart, twin flame watching this, you are definitely in the upright. This is you. Oh, how beautiful, sister. Of course you're in the upright. And I know what it's like to be the one in the upright and to have Your twin always upside down. It's so fucking frustrating. I get it. But like I said before, like that circle, and then you've got your yin and then your yang. You know, you have to have that balance. There is always that balance. Okay, a Seven of Cups has come out as well. Now, you've got choices here. Of course, you may have, well, you've got, there's 7 cups here, obviously. If you can look on the cards, you'll see rainbows and gold and there's snakes and all sorts of things coming out of it. Just like in life, I guess, but in this twin flame journey, often our twin will show us different sides of, like a reflection of our own soul. And these are the options that we see in the reflection. Cups are emotions. So most of our twins strike at our emotions. The Hangman, beautiful, and it's in the upright position. This is the ability to see things from a different perspective. This could be empathy, but you're beyond empathy. You've been able to see yourself in your twin shoes for a while, or you could have just been stepping up into what it's like to be your other twin. You know, it took me a long time to master this as well. But I may have been in the twin flame journey longer than you guys. So everybody's journey is different. I'm just saying that when this card comes out after your twin is presenting these options to you 9 times out of 10, you are looking at things from a different perspective. Okay, yep, bring on a Tower moment. If you think you're going to have a twin flame journey that's smooth sailing, you are most likely at the yearning stage, which is the first stage of your twin flame journey. Yeah, there is always a Tower moment. So step 2, I'm sorry to bust your little yearning bubble if you're at stage 1. But there's always a Tower. There's always a Tower. There is always a Tower. And with twin flame connections, you have no control over this because it is a spirit connection. Only spirit can break this connection. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. And trust me, you can try all you want, but you cannot break this connection, twin flame connection. It is impossible. And 9 times out of 10, towers come down. Yeah? The thing, when you're at the yearning stage or whatever stage you're at with your twin flame journey, it is constantly being broken down, like boom, boom. Like, this is always, there's always Tower moments like this in twin flame connections. So only spirit can sever these kind of connections. So this is a warning. Don't say you weren't warned, but boom. Tower moments always come. Always. Okay, finally, you have another elder to counterpart the other elder in the upright here, which is your Elder of Wands. And now you have a female Elder of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles, as we know, is health and wealth. She takes care of the health and wealth, and this person here, this lovely elder here of Wands, takes care of communication and wisdom, things like that. That's a very skilled thing to master here. But you don't get there without these tower moments. Okay, elemental of swords. We love our swords, because they speak truth, and it's in the upright. I think it's about time you guys had a card come up on your spread, especially a sword, come up in your spread that's in the upright. You're the truth speaker. You, like I said, you choose your words. You think about whether they're going to hurt or hinder, and they're always, you speak truth all the time. Whether you deliver it brutally, like I do sometimes, or whether you are very subtle, and it looks here that it appears that you're very graceful, angelic, like, of course, because you're both divine beings, but this is definitely you if you're divine feminine here watching. You could be masculine in body and resonate in divine feminine energy. But you may be just learning to master the truth into this, and how maybe not to be so brutal. That's a good message for me too, by the way. Okay, 8 of Wands. I love Wands and 8s, especially 8s. 8s are infinities on the side, as you can see, guys, if you're watching from the camera view from this way. And as you can see, your wands are stacked up neatly here. They may not be even, but there's an abundance of money here. But as I said before, wands are typically communication. You've got a letter here and lots of money, typically signifying inheritance coming in here. This is old school money due to you. The Star. What a beautiful way to end this pagan reading, guys. Now, you're definitely divine beings, of course. Look, mirroring each other. Mirroring, the twins mirroring each other. Now, the Star is probably one of my, well, there's 2 cards that I consider the most happiest in the pagan decks. The Sun gives us, in the upright position, a much more coverage of happiness, I guess. But the Star is as you know, is untouchable. We have shooting stars. We have, like, you can see them, but you can't touch them. You know, and if you did, you wouldn't make it very far. But stars are the most fascinating things. We have superstars here on planet Earth. We have megastars and things like that here that people worship and whatever. But here in our twin flame journey, it is a mirror, a constant mirror. It is constantly you looking at yourself through your twin's eyes, because the twin holds the other half of your soul. And what you're essentially doing is, when you're doing the dark shadow work, is you're essentially calling back the other half of your soul to heal it, so you can send it back, I guess, to your counterpart. And in my case, I don't have a very awake counterpart. He may be awakening, but I'm just leaving that to spirit to work in that space for him. Yeah. Okay, well, guys, look, hey, hit that like button if this resonated with you, because it resonated with me as a twin flame. So, yeah, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like I said, it's free. Hit that all button so in case Spirit calls me to the altar sooner rather than later, you guys don't miss it. Also, I hope you're taking care of yourselves and each other, and please take care of the sacred ground that you're on. And I hope to see you guys soon.